So good to be back. I heard you had a great session last week with ADR. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it again myself. I think it's already in YouTube already.
Ready.
Yeah, so we're gonna start this week straight away with a submission from Speed Limit 30. You already around?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Yeah, so finally, I promised that it would be your turn. I think you submitted a couple of times, and yeah, we were not able to review your track, so
Okay,
time
thank
is
you.
coming. How are you?
Very good, thank you. And you?
Very good. You're still from Hamburg, if I remember right, or was
Yeah, close by. Yeah.
close by already. Fantastic. Okay, let's have a listen. Just before I forget, yeah, we are doing now this Get Discovered playlist. So you have opportunities, whether it's from the live session we are doing on Wednesday or Sunday, or during the track feedback submission to get included in that playlist. And at the end of the month, we'll send it to Josh. We are actually finishing to compile all the people that were selected last month. I think by tomorrow, and we will announce who was included. You probably already know if you were included, but we will announce everybody on Discord. Yeah, I think tomorrow or Friday, and the playlist will be sent to Josh. Yeah, this will be the first one. So, okay, let's go with your submission. We have a chat after.
Check the mic 1 2, yeah, bring the heat fast. Check the mic. Check the mic 1 2, yeah, bring the heat fast. Check the mic 1 2, yeah, bring the heat fast. Check the mic 1 2, yeah, bring the heat fast. Check the mic 1 2, yeah, bring the heat fast. Old school vibe built to make the beat last. Spit the rhyme so quick, yeah, you can't see the blur. Queen of the flow, yes sir, that's what you prefer. Flip the script, hit the groove, make the whole spot move. Got the skills to pay the bills, got nothing left to prove. From the top to the bottom, yeah, you know I never stop. Drop the needle on the record, make your whole world pop.
Yeah, bring the vibe back. Old school, rap on the track. Mixing house beats, feel the rhythm, no looking back. From the crate deep, yeah, the sound so sweet. In the groove now, feel the rhythm, no looking back.
Check the mic 1 2, yeah, bring the heat fast. Old school vibe built to make the beat last. Spit the rhyme so quick, yeah, you can't see the blur. Queen of the flow, yes sir, that's what you prefer. Flip the script, hit the groove, make the whole spot move. Got the skills to pay the bills, got nothing left to prove. From the top to the bottom, yeah, you know I never stop. Drop the needle on the record, make your whole world pop, pop, pop. Check, pop, check, pop, check, pop, check, pop.
Yeah, bring the vibe back. Rap on the track. Mixing house beats, feel the rhythm, no looking back. From the crates deep, yeah, the sound so sweet. In the groove now, move your feet to the heartbeat.
Check, pop, check, pop. Check the mic 1 2, check the mic 1 2. Heat fast, man. Spit the
That works really well, man. Really cool. You didn't put any
Thank you.
dog sample in this one, right? Like
How
the
what was
first
that?
submission.
Sorry.
You didn't put any dog sample like the first
No,
track.
no, no. Not this time. Not this time.
Yeah, a little bit more conventional, but still with a lot of style, man. Yeah, I like the vocal sample. Where did you get that from?
The second one is my girlfriend, and the first one just found it on Reddit.
Your girlfriend is rapping like this.
No, the first one, that one is from Reddit, from the
Okay.
sample pack on Reddit, and the
Okay.
second one is my girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic, man. Yeah, I really like it. I think it's all about, I think you got a great idea. Definitely the arrangement is there. I was like bouncing around. I think you could definitely maybe beef up the drums. Some of your drums, or add a couple more, but some maybe you can tune them a little bit lower, so for them they will sound a little bit less thin and a bit more fat, or
Yeah.
just switch different
Yeah,
samples.
yeah.
I like that you probably try to write everything. I don't think you used any loops. Like it sounds a bit more
No.
minimal. Yeah, yeah, it's not
Yeah.
like it, and it's great. It's great, man. Definitely, if you want to sound minimal, that's the way to do it. Because as soon as you're gonna start to get to put loops into it, it's gonna go into like a more tech house territory. So yeah, that's really cool. The kick. I think you could tweak it, maybe try to tune it lower as well. It's very punchy, almost a bit clicky.
Uh-huh.
That could be cool, but I think that there's some space to have also to make it sound a bit more boomy in the low end to have a bit more weight.
All right. Sounds good. I've got another question because just yesterday, Blondish downloaded the track and she said she's going to play it at some sets. Is this song ready mixed for a club? What do you think?
Yeah, I think, this is something that you could actually really, it's not that hard to evaluate it yourself. If you have any device you can mix on, probably your laptop as well, you limit your master a little bit. So you try to not squash it too much. And then you just play it with track that you like or think are similar. And then you see if you need to crank up all the, if the knobs can't stay like, at 12 everywhere, you need to boost too many things. It means that probably some frequencies are missing, maybe some elements are missing, that, you have some gaps. But if you can naturally, it fits with anything in the same style, I think you can really see it by yourself.
Okay, sick. Thank you.
So, I have this little experience once you think your track is ready, and that could really help to say, hey, maybe I need a little bit more bass. Maybe I need to tweak, this lower, tune this lower. And so, try with a couple of different tracks and you will automatically see it yourself.
Perfect. Thank you.
Cheers, man. Now we're gonna start at the beginning of my list with some newcomer. I think it's the first time for De La Groove. Are you here with us? De La Groove, you can eventually type in the chat. If not, I'm going to the next one. Another newcomer. I have Peter Jolian.
Yes, hello. How you doing?
Hi, Peter.
How's it going?
Welcome. Is it
Thank
the
you very
first
much.
time for you?
Yeah, first time joined just earlier this week, so yeah, dive straight
Oh,
in.
wow. How long have you been producing?
About 8 years now. So
Wow.
yeah, I've been doing
Fant-
it on and off for a while. Yeah.
And always around house music, or you try different style, or
Yeah, mainly house music. Just I started like tropical house really, all those years ago.
oh,
Um, and
cool.
now yeah, just sort of norm, just sort of straight house music really now. Yeah.
Wow, fantastic. So it's great. We're really looking forward to have a listen. Of course, as you see, we're going to skip sometimes some section as we have a lot of submissions and we continue to have a chat later. Just remind me, where are you tuning in from?
Bournemouth in the south coast of the UK. So
Okay,
yeah,
fantastic. Yeah, we have many members from the UK. I think you can add your Instagram account and Discord account in the chat. Many people can follow you and connect together. All
cheers.
right, let's have a listen.
You got a lot of nerve, you got a lot of patience. You get what you deserve, just sitting here waiting. I'll come around. got a lot of patience. You get what you deserve. Just sitting here waiting. Ooh, baby. Oh, coming down.
Yes, man. Fantastic first submission, huh? Really love the vocal. There's real sense of progression in the track. It's a real song, but it's also very, very playable in a DJ set context. So yeah, you can feel the experience definitely in this one.
Thank you so much. No, I appreciate that. Yeah.
Did you, I think this is something you finished quite a while ago. This is something that came very fast. How did you work on that one?
Yeah, I've been on and off with this one for a few months. Yeah, started it probably about 6 months ago. It's just a splice sample, the vocal. It's nothing too special, but it's just sort of when you dig around trying to find the splice samples for ages, and this one just sort of
And
fitted
how,
nicely.
what was your process when you say it wasn't special? Did you first add the beat and then you look for the sample, or you first like were browsing around and find the vocal and then build the build around it? Which way it happened?
I think a bit of both, to be honest. It was like kind of just got the main idea down with the bass and the kind of like synth sound, and then kind of slotted in the vocal and built up the track from there, really. So
Yeah.
yeah, kind of a bit of both.
Cool. Yeah, it really works really well. Um, I I went back, when there was the playback, I went back in this section here, on the first
Yeah,
drop, I think, because I felt just here that it's the only there's just a few moments in the track where it feels a little bit like they could have another layer, especially of texture for sure, because it's more in
yeah,
terms of frequency that the track doesn't feel really full, and maybe because there is not so much background at this place,
sure, yeah,
it doesn't last for long, and I think it was a great idea to strip it back after the first break, because that's the kind of like differences you want in section. But if you had some background texture, or for example a little bit more rhythm like you have here, where like the drums are more full and you have also this little like sequence synth, I think something like that, like there's something a little bit missing around here. But then as soon as you put the pads back with the vocal, of course the track feels more full and you don't really need it. But in some
yeah,
way, if you had this kind of texture, or if it was more full here, maybe you would not have to bring back that pad so quick. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
things
I
like
see what
this,
you mean.
I
Yeah,
think definitely if you find that kind of, I would say background texture or little drum elements that like will fill up the spectrum a little bit more, I think that would give you also a little bit more option in the arrangement to have some section that are stripped back for a longer time, and that could even improve the track.
okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate and all the comments in the chat as well. Thank you.
Yeah, but yeah, very good. Can always add a little bit, like, especially this track is modern sounding, so a little bit of like glitchy FX here and there that appears one or two times in the track for ear candy.
Sure.
I mean, always great. But
Yeah,
yeah,
good
definitely
ideas.
great.
Yeah, I'll look at that.
What a great submission, and stay with us because yeah, this is definitely a candidate for the track of the session.
Okay, thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. Next up, I have Jacob Corrigan. Is Jacob around?
Yeah, yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can even see you actually. Welcome, man. Is it also first
Uh,
time with us, right?
Yeah, I joined SYNTHO about a week ago.
Oh, fantastic.
Months ago,
Oh,
sorry.
what was the competition? The one of the reason you joined the platform, or you were thinking of joining before?
What's up? Sorry. Can you say that
Oh,
again? I was speaking to someone else. Sorry.
okay. Don't worry. No, I was wondering if like you the competition was an incentive for you to join Sinto, or you were already
Um, so
aware of
I
the
started
platform?
producing about 3, 4 months ago, and I was struggling to find like
Oh,
I finished
fantastic.
this track in around a month in, and after that I was struggling to find motivation to progress further because I wasn't in any kind of course. So I didn't really know where to progress myself further. I was like staring at a blank screen. I thought to get myself motivated again, best idea will be to join a course, and this is kind of giving me the motivation again to continue.
But it's fantastic because also on top of the tutorial, we have here this community, whether it's in Discord or in the live twice a week, where we all like motivate each other or here to listen to your track. It's always good, like, especially when you start to make music, sometimes like you have mates around you, but it's not really their thing. And you're like, who can listen to my music? And it's so good to,
Yeah,
have people
there's like
around.
only so much learning you could do for free and off YouTube and just trialing and error by yourself. It's got
Yeah.
really frustrating. So I thought best idea is to get some proper.
Absolutely. The level here of the tutorial is unreal. I'm learning myself all the time, although I'm like 20 years deep. So, fantastic. Well, let's have a listen to your submission. So, one of your first track, you just started producing 3, 4 months ago, right? Let's have a
Yeah,
listen. Let's go.
this was all done on the free trial of Ableton in my first month.
Sorry?
This was
Oh,
all done on the trial of Ableton in my first month.
wow. Okay. Amazing. Let's have a listen. Man, it's really impressive for like after 1 month of producing and just knowing nothing before. I'm really that you were
Thank
able
you.
to
Yeah,
put this together. Like the drums are really like quite knocking hard. Even the whole track
yeah,
is a good level, so you already like, understand a bit like about
yeah.
self-mastering probably.
I was doing a mixing like DJing for about 8 months to a year before I started producing. So I've had some knowledge of like mixing kind of thing.
Yeah, but it's like the drums are really dynamic and they're knocking, and I can see you produced like you probably program all the drums yourself, right?
Yeah, it's all MIDI, yeah,
Yeah,
mixed myself,
but
yeah.
fantastic, man.
Thank you.
I think especially, the drums, the way that you even like add some automation on your vocal in the braid to create a build up, that's
Yeah,
already like a little bit like advanced technique already. So,
yeah,
it's surprising that like you put this together as your first track. If you heard my first tracks, man, it was not like that. So yeah, it's really, really cool. Next time, you know what, you could maybe I guess like you want to do tracks that are quite where the bass is like also the center of the hook of the track, or like yeah, the centerpiece of the track.
yeah.
Maybe what you can do is like trying to bring, I mean, depending on exactly what say you want to do, but I feel that you could have a little bit more funk in your bass to make things a bit more groovy and less um robotic.
Right, like more kind of like layers to the bass kind of thing.
No layers, just about. I would suggest is more like the pattern. I think even the bass preset that you have is really cool, but I think
Yeah,
maybe trying to incorporate longer notes and smaller notes, as
yeah,
well as different pitch and placement, but also play with the length of the note. It could really
yeah,
bring some funk to your bass line, and I think that's a sound that you could be attracted and you could like to include in your bass. So I would suggest you to try to work a little bit of pattern like this for your next track. I think maybe it could be an improvement. But
yeah.
yeah,
Sounds good.
keep my advice, especially stuff is like keep not making new ideas, making new track, and always turn them into like a sketch or finish songs like you did of 4 minutes. It's a really, really good habit. And
Yeah,
don't necessarily try to, if you get a feedback from us, you can try to tweak it. But what is even more important is try to keep that feedback in mind, but make a new track with those ideas in mind. Because the more track you finish at your level, the quicker you will rise up your production level
perfect. Thank
instead
you.
of always on farming. And yeah, come back here as many times as possible.
I will do. Yeah, thank you.
Great. Cheers, man. Um, Next up, I have Nick Nolan. Is Nick around? Nick, you can eventually type in the chat. If not, we will go to the next submission. I have Crip. Is Crip around? Steph, are you Crip? Sorry to ask. Or the previous yeah. All right. Well, and I guess your mic is not working. I think you mentioned that earlier. All right, so we're gonna listen to your track and eventually continue chatting in the chat. You can type where you're from, for example, how long you've been producing to introduce yourself to the community while we're listening to your music. Let's go.
Understand that house is a feeling. Understand that. Understand that house is a feeling. You gotta, you gotta, you gotta, you gotta understand that house is a feeling. You gotta understand that house is a feeling.
soul music in general really is about shared humanity. And that kind really to me is what we talk about when we talk about democracy, that every voice counts. So the music contains that, and that's why I think it's so important.
You gotta, you gotta, you gotta, you gotta, you gotta understand the house is a feeling.
Man, the groove is so good. It's so impressive that you did this only after 4 months. I don't know how many tracks you've done since you started, but yeah, definitely really cool. I love how you played. You kept one word from the full vocal and kept, using it in different just one shot around here before the drop. The drums and the groove, I think, is really, really cool as well. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. For 4 months, it's really mind blowing, similar to the track we listened before. So yeah, so good. Eventually, I could hear that for the drums, you probably put together a bunch of loops, which is absolutely fine. I could just notice that the swing and the timing of those loops is a little bit different from one loop to the other one. Correct me if I'm wrong, but to me, that's how it sounds. And yeah, maybe sometimes what you can do when you use a couple of loops, if you feel that it's nice, but it's a bit like drifting apart, and you could almost feel like it's a different records that are mixed together. What you could do is try to quantize everything, and then eventually apply your own swing to it, and do the same for the other loops, so they kind of like feel a little bit more linked together and sounds better together. That's a little trick when you use different loops that can work sometimes. Or what works well as well is like maybe using one, two loops and then also programming a lot of the things yourself. So you can make things you have. It's easier to make things fit together. But yeah, absolutely great. Eventually, the next track, try also to tweak maybe the envelope of the bass, sometimes tweak the sounds. It's very cool to not just tweak the cutoff filter of the preset of the amp, but also go on the envelope amount and tweak also all the parameter of the envelope. Sometimes just that makes a great changes that you and do different things to just changing the cutoff. So you can tweak that as well. But yeah, great stuff, man. Hopefully next time we can chat together. That would be fantastic as well. Cheers. And stay with us, track of the week. You're definitely a candidate as well. Well done. Next up, I have Kensuke DJ.
That's me.
Hi,
Hello, nice to
Dante
meet you.
is your name.
Dante's my name, yeah.
Nice to meet you. Where are you tuning in from?
I'm in the UK as well, just north of London.
Okay, great. Yeah, as I said, many users from the UK, obviously. How long have you been producing?
On and off, probably like the last 8 years. But like a mixture of playing like live instruments and more so more so started focusing on making house music in the last 4 years, probably. Um, yeah,
What instrument are you playing, if I can
piano,
ask?
piano, guitar, bass. I play like a few. So that's why I started. I started playing like making music live, and then I transitioned into doing this stuff, which I love doing. So
Yeah, but this is so good. This is such, I think, a great thing to be able to play instruments before you start producing. Absolutely not needed, but definitely a plus, I think. I mean, depending on what kind of music you want to do.
yeah,
Um, Definitely great for heart. Wow, fantastic. Have you joined SYNTHO a while ago, or you also just tr started?
I literally joined a couple 2 days ago.
Ah, sick.
Yeah. So this is my first call.
Okay, and it's a track that you probably started to work before you joined, so this was before you watch any tutorial or anything, right?
Absolutely, yeah. You might need to refresh it because I had a vocal on it, and I was like, I kind of don't know if it needs a vocal, so I changed. I uploaded the one without the vocal.
All right, so we'll listen to it thinking, is
Yeah,
it possible to have a vocal?
you
Okay,
can tell me
sure.
what you
People
think.
in the chat will tell you as well, you know. This is what is really cool. It's like obviously I try to sometimes give a little feedback and if I see something you can tweak, give an opinion, but you have to see like in the chat, we have so many users that have great ears as well, and everybody gives their input, and it's also so cool to hear what everybody says. So paying attention. If you guys think it needs a vocal, just
Tell me, yeah, for sure.
just
Let me know. Let me know.
start dancing.
It's
Okay,
Thank you.
great. Let's have a listen. Let's go. A very strong submission, man. Melody are amazing, great sound design.
Thank you.
A lot of things happening. To be honest with the vocal, I don't think it needs a full like singing vocal to me. I think it can definitely go without it. Like you don't need to have one. I think if you had one or two words that could help to kind of have a hook that stays in the head of the people, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um, because I mean the melody is a little bit like it's a lot of things together, so it's maybe a bit harder to kind of stay in your head after you listen to it.
absolutely.
But you don't need it. And yeah, I mean the groove, the track, the mix down is great. Um, Two things that came to my mind is I do feel that sometimes in the track, especially when you start to layer a lot of things, and
Yeah.
because the track is not based so much in call and response, but more into the layering and
Hmm.
the way things build, I think you definitely need to um, filter some of your previous synths away to kind
Yeah.
of give them more space and have more separation between
Mm.
frequencies of the synth because at some points it gets difficult for the
Too
brain
busy.
to it gets too busy, it gets difficult for the brain to get who's playing what, so definitely the synth is great by its own, but then when you have two other layers that are in the same pocket, you need to, start to think, okay, I need to reduce thing here and there. And another thing that can help a lot with that is I noticed that there is not so much movement. Some of the first synth here, I can see that you have an automation in filter, but
Yeah,
then
yeah,
you kind of like not doing much here. And especially with this M1 little organs sound, I think, for example, you could have less layer, but have like an automation of delay, for example, that would bring some movement, some intensity, a kind of things that can rise up naturally, without adding another sound.
yeah,
So I would pay attention to like filtering things, having some random LFO or some filter movement that you program yourself. Phaser as well can do that really well. That will also give a different specialization in terms of yeah, like in the specialization to have some sense in different area, not everything in the center or everything large,
yeah.
to have some movements. So just with few ticks like this, I think you can really elevate the tracks and make it even more interesting without having to change any of the arrangement or sound.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, thanks for the advice, man. Really appreciate it.
This and I didn't pay attention if you add a layer of rides or a layer of cymbals as well later on in the track. Maybe I missed it, but if you don't, you can also do that to also have more intensity in the track with your drums. That help really well. But
Perfect. Thank you
very
very much.
very strong submission. I advise you to stay until the end of the call.
Okay, thank
We
you.
have the track of the session. Cheers. It's great to meet you, man.
You too,
Uh,
man. Thanks for your help.
um, So this one we did it first because I remember that like you were waiting for a month almost to get reviewed. Next up, I have Brad James. Is Brad around?
Yes. Yes.
How are you, Brad? Is it
Y-
first time with us as well?
Yeah, first time. First time. Sorry, I'm not very well. So
Oh, I'm sorry. If you don't want to speak, it's perfectly fine. You can also turn off your mic, type. But
yeah.
I still have a little question because I see that this track is on the Render Records SoundCloud. Is it something that is coming out? Is it something that was out?
No,
I mean, it's quite a big
this is
label, right?
this is my that's my label.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic. I know the label, man. I think
Uh,
I had a couple of tracks from your label.
Sick.
So good to have you with us, guys. That's Brad is a great guy to meet because he has a great label. Fantastic. Okay, so let's play your track and give we will yeah. Can't
Thank
wait
you.
to can't wait to check it out. Let's go.
Oh, we had to do this.
man. It sounds fantastic. Really, really, um, yeah, really, really fat, well mixed. Really, you know what? One of the songs I like the most, and I wish there was more in the track, is like you got this little guitar like lick that replied to this chord dubby chord stab, and I really, really like them. I could wish maybe they were there more, but the vocal is also great, kind of like weird vocal, really cool, deep. Doesn't come too much, but when it's there, it's really adds something. Got a bit of that old school OG tech house flavor that I
Yeah.
really like. I don't know if it was one of your intention, but it definitely, you don't overdo it. It's deep, don't make massive break. It's all about like how different elements interact. It's deep. So yeah, definitely give me that vibe.
Yeah. Yeah. Sick. Yeah.
A few things that I don't know if I mean it's really nothing. I noticed you have a slow panning on your shaker,
Yeah.
left, right. I mean personally, it's I mean, for sure, if like you're in a club and then everything is in mono, you're not gonna hear it. But it's the kind of stuff when I'm hearing it on the like with the headphones or earphones. Sometimes it puts my attention away. But I know some people like this kind of stuff. But I sometimes personally use it on my shaker, but I make like a much quicker panning, so it feels large, but it's not really an effect like this because I feel like your shaker is really high in the mix is one of the really something that drives the track, and to have an element that is like one of the main element that is going left and right, for me it feels a bit strange.
Okay.
Well, this is really details, you can, if that sounds good to you, then go with it. As I said, like most sound system in a club is going to be in mono and you're not going to feel it
Yeah.
necessarily.
Yeah. Yeah.
um
I understand.
Yeah, eventually maybe a little bit more drum fills and maybe something that can help a bit more with the transition. Not talking like necessarily like noise sweeps and noise riser that are cliche, and it's good that there's none of that in the track. But whether it's like a little bit like I know you have some rides, I think, to do like the drum fills at the end, but maybe you could have a little bit more and do a little bit more sometimes. But yeah, the tracks works really well, man. Well done.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Eventually a little bit of filtering on that stab that you have, that dub stab, I think, or a couple of times in the track. Just have like, difference in between the hits. I don't know if you've done it. Don't think so.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. But yeah, great, great, great tune. Do you have any questions?
No, no, no questions. Just thank you. Thank you for listening.
But thanks to you, man. It's so fantastic to also have you in the community. Have you joined Discord?
Yes, yes, I've joined Discord. Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Wow, I'm sure I'll see you here, and we are back for the live session every Sunday as well as every Wednesday. So yeah, hopefully see
Yeah.
you
So
soon.
I'll be here. I'll be here.
Fantastic, Brad. Yeah, stay with us. Track of the week, definitely in the mix.
Thank you very much.
Next up, I have Marco with Passion.
Yo, yeah, I'm here.
Hi, Marco. Is it also first time submission for you?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
This is the day of the first timer. We have so many first time submissions. It's so great. The community is growing at the moment. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just fantastic, and we still have a lot of regulars and people that have been with us for a while. So yeah, it's such a great meet. Have you been producing for a while?
Yeah, I started off with like hip hop a little bit when I was like in high school, but I started producing house music like 2 years ago on and off, with like 8 months ago being like when I officially started like consistently.
Yeah, fantastic. And you're tuning in from? Remind me.
Chicago.
Chicago. Wow, fantastic. We're going everywhere today. Yeah, let's have a listen and we continue to chat after. Let's go. But I'm sorry, I have to cut the track at some point because I much didn't skip any section and it's lasting 7 minutes. Man,
Yeah, I know it's pretty long.
the track is amazing, man. It's really, really good. I mean,
Hey, thank you.
there's so many things you're doing really well. I love that you have this extra layer of rim shots. I think it's a detail,
Yeah,
but like you put it sometimes when like you strip things down, you have this like this is already like advanced arrangement technique that I try to suggest a lot in feedbacks and you're doing this so well. It's like every element is there. There's color response separation between the frequency range, some modulation. Everything works well. Even we got a break bit in the break. The break is long. Sometimes I get tired, but there was something happening and there was a good sense of tension. What you do really well, and sometimes I want to highlight that, especially if you do like a kind of a strip down, although you still had a new lead sound, but like back to the bass after the break. It's so nice when you don't have the bass in the break. And that's why the
yeah,
impact is so good. And I want to highlight that because sometimes we heard some track before that we're also going to like a strip back. When I say strip back, is like when you cut the synths and you have just the bass and the drums. And that I think sometimes you lose the effect if you have the bass still in the break. So what you do here is you compensate. You have a pad, a vocal, still a melody, and then when the bass is coming back, then it's like a real impact because
yeah.
it was away for so long. So yeah, so many things you're doing well. Obviously, the mix down is great as well. Wow. Fantastic. The only thing I would say, maybe this little section here, like 30 seconds, I'm not sure you need it. Maybe you can go straight
Okay.
into break. The track is already really long. Obviously, it's a matter of taste. It's also good to still have like 7 minute and a half tracks, although the trend is to make everything shorter these days, even for DJ
Yeah,
edit.
I know.
Did
Well,
you
I
had a
appreciate it.
did you had a question? Sorry, I just did a monologue for 5 minutes, but
Um, no, I think one of my only questions was maybe is the bass a little bit too much? Like something.
too much. Okay, if I'm being like really picky, I think somehow the sound design of the bass feel a little bit richer. Like it could be rich, it could be more rich. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like I feel, it's what we talk about with tweaking the filter on the bass. Sometimes it's not about tweaking the the main cutoff frequency, but the envelope of that filter frequency, how the filter will close and open in time when the notes are playing. And maybe for your bass, it could open a little bit more, a little bit higher for the bass to also to sounds a little bit like even more full, but then close faster. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You can
Yeah, I know
experiment
what
by
you
tweaking the filter, and maybe you'll feel a bass that like even bring to the song to the next level. But I still feel it sounded good. Yeah.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you guys.
And stay with us until the end. I know it's 8, but I want to do one more tune, and then we will do a track of the session, right?
All
Uh,
right,
so,
cool.
uh, um, so next up, I have Luke Manion. Luke
That's me.
Manion.
Sorry, I'm just walking.
Okay, it's okay. You can still speak. Or
Yeah.
hi, Luke. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. Have you been with us before?
I was on SYNTHO a long time ago. I've never done a live class, and I rejoined this week.
Yeah, I've seen you. I've done some feedback of your track, no, in a track
I
feedback section,
think
but it's
so. Quite a
yeah,
while ago. Yeah.
yeah, but it's the first time in the live. So yeah, welcome back to Sinto.
Thank you, mate.
How come you're joining again? You were missing us?
I feel like I plateaued a bit with my production, and I just need to up my level a little bit again.
Okay, good. But you see, we're doing so much effort with the community now. It's very strong.
For
So
sure.
hopefully that will make you also stick around with us. But glad to have you back, man. Let's have a
Thank
listen
you.
to your submission. First time for me, and then we'll continue chatting a little bit. Let's go.
Cool.
Luke, welcome back. This is a pleasure to my ear, this submission, man. Really, really
Thank you.
like it.
Yeah,
Um,
thanks.
yeah, I think the idea is strong, like a lot of identity in the track, like it's a mixture of different elements. It's really good. It still feels a little bit like a rough draft. I think there is some ways you can implement it. Maybe having a section where you kind of strip back the synths a little bit to kind of give us a pause. It feels a little bit much, especially the synths are quite high in terms of frequency range as well. So it could get a little bit tiring to the ear, some of the synths, especially that like kind of little keys that you have after the bass tab. And
Yeah,
you have a
yeah,
lot of like reverb on it and delay. Maybe you can yeah, tune it down a bit.
cool.
And one thing I was thinking when I was listening to hit in the break here, that bass tab that you have, like this acidic bass tab.
Yeah,
When you are here, it's definitely the right tune. But why don't you try when it's in the break to have it played an octave lower, even? Because since you don't have any bass and low end sound, maybe it could be really good to have something, a bit like even deeper in terms of frequency here. That will bring like, an impact, especially in a club, on club systems.
sweet. Yeah, it's
You
good.
know, just transpose one octave down, see how it sounds. But maybe that could be a good variation. Then when you drop it,
It changes
then
again.
it's changed.
Yeah, yeah,
And then
for sure.
eventually, when you make small break, you can have it lower again or something like this. Like it's worth trying, I think, to just bring a little bit more variation here and there.
Yeah,
And as I said, at some point, make some pose with all this like big synths to also maybe have something a little bit like deeper with less elements at some point. I think that could be a good contrast in the track.
okay, cool. Thank you, mate.
Fantastic, man. Really, really good tune. Welcome back, as I said.
Cheers.
Um, All right. Yeah. So first of all, yeah, I want to apologize. We have so many submissions these days. I think it's over 40, 50 last week for ADR, of course. Another over 40 this week, was 40 last week. Since we are reviewing maybe maximum 10 tracks, I know a lot of you guys are showing up every week, don't have the track reviewed as Speed Limit 30 did, yeah, a couple of times, and he reminded me on the Discord. So please reach out to me if you've been attending a couple of sessions and you've not been picked. As I said before, it's not because of the quality of your track. So keep sending the same track if you really want to feedback on it. But make us aware that you've been here, you've not been reviewed, and we'll make sure to change that for the next session. Also, maybe we'll need to think about another way, because we have a lot of first timer and sometimes we want to, of course, do their review first as they just join us. But I know it could be also a little bit frustrating for other members. So yeah, sorry about that. We're trying to work a system, and yeah, I'll give you an update on what's coming next. Now it's time for the track of the session. I think I already have an idea, but it's good to have a quick flick through the submission. De La Groove, I think it was the only one that was not here today. In control. Yeah, great vocal. Jacob, I think, with us for just started producing just 4 months ago. Fantastic. Nick as well, also. Groove was strong on this one. It's also after 4 months, man. Or maybe we did this one? No, I think we didn't do Nick, and that was the other track. Was a great groove that yeah, also Crypt started working 4 months ago, so that's fantastic. Yeah, this was really strong. This one we did at the start of the session. Really cool vocal. I think if I remember right, the girlfriend was singing. Classic OG Takehouse flavor, that was really good. Um, I think for me this session it was Marco. I think that was my favorite. Brad was definitely great. Also, yeah, Dante as well. Your submission was absolutely great, man. It's a really, really tough call. But I think for me, Marco is like what felt the most polished. So yeah, I think the track up session goes to you, man.
Hey, thank you.
Do you
You beat
have
me. You beat me.
Yeah, guys, tuning again. Yeah, if you send me, maybe Marco, do you have an Instagram account? Maybe we can link your Instagram account when we're going to post about your track tomorrow.
All right,
Um,
cool. Yeah, I can send you it.
what you can do is you add it to your profile on SoundCloud. That could be cool as well for people to find you. And then we can easily, you can add your social on SoundCloud and you can put your
Yeah,
Instagram account if you want to do that. Or also you just know, you just write it here. And you
yeah,
also have to let me know if you want to have this track added to the Get Discovered playlist, because that will definitely belong there.
yeah. You can add it.
So so yeah,
Yeah,
just
definitely.
send me a message with your track and yeah, we'll add it to the playlist.
All right, cool. Thank you, man.
Well done,
Safe.
guys. I see you back on Sunday. Have a great rest of the week. Bye bye. Ciao,
All
ciao.
right, thanks a
Bye.
Thank you
lot,
very
man.
much. Cheers.
Bye.
Adios.